If you're a Section 8 landlord or plan to become one, this is going to be the most important rental hack that you are going to hear of all time. And the reason why is because there's a legal way to get up to 150% of the standard rent, the standard fair market rent that Section 8 is supposed to pay you. There is an actual legal way to get up to 150% above that fair market rent for you as the real estate owner and real estate investor renting to Section 8 tenants. So in this video, we're going to cover the truth about Section 8, what the secret is, why does this exist, how to find these properties, my take as an investor, and how to take advantage of this strategy, and then we'll finish it up. 90% of you guys are not subscribed, so if you would click the subscribe button, click the like button to get more and more videos like this, that would help me tremendously. With that being said, let's get into the video. So first, we're going to talk about Section 8 rent, the truth about Section 8 rent. So the amount Section 8 pays isn't based on what you asked for, it's based on something called FMR, or fair market rent. You guys that invest in Section 8 rentals will already know that, but HUD, or the Government Housing Authority, pretty much sets it zip code by zip code. But there is actually a secret way to boost your rent payout by 50% legally. And this is something that nobody is talking about online, and I'm not sure why anybody's talking about it, but the properties that we are buying right now, the apartment buildings that we're buying right now, we are able to get 150% of the fair market rent on HUD. And a lot of videos that you're going to see online that talk about Section 8 rentals are going to say that Section 8 rents, you can rent a 3-bedroom for $1,200, but really you should anticipate to get 70 to 80% of that number. But this strategy that I'm going to go over in this video is actually going to show you how to get 150% of that number and to actually get that number in rent. So instead of getting 70 to 80%, you're actually able to legally get 150%. And you might call it bullshit, but I'm actually getting this done on my apartment buildings right now that I'm buying. So I'm buying 2 apartment buildings right now. It's 50 units total. Both of those properties, well, one of those properties is an opportunity zone, one is not. So one is going to get 80% of fair market rent, and one is going to get 150% of fair market rent. It's fucking insane. So you have to listen to this. So this is the secret. The secret is that if you buy a property in a designated opportunity zone, HUD allows housing authorities to approve up to 150% of fair market rent. That means if you look up your area on the HUD government website, and watch my other videos for that, if your area's FMR is 1,500, you can get 2,250 for the exact same unit. And that's what's happening with our properties that we're buying in the opportunity zone. And just because it's inside the right boundary, that's literally 50% more guaranteed rent backed by the government. Insane, just by choosing the right neighborhood. And hell, you might even have properties that are close to opportunity zones and neighborhoods around opportunity zones, and you can be getting 150% more in rent by just buying those properties in the opportunity zone instead of buying in areas around it, right? Now you might be asking, why does this exist? Why would they pay so much more for vouchers in opportunity zones? It's because opportunity zones were designed to bring investment into underserved areas. And HUD wants to encourage landlords to rent to voucher tenants in these places so they make it financially worth your while. And it makes sense. And most landlords have no idea that this exists. There's nobody talking about this. I make a lot of Section 8 content. I do a lot of Section 8 rentals. There's nobody talking about this on the internet. Now, how do you find these properties? You can actually go to the HUD Opportunity Zone map. And on this map, you can actually go ahead and look up different opportunity zones. And this shows you where all the opportunity zones are across the country. So you can see if you're investing in Chicago, for example, you can actually zoom in. I wonder if we can zoom in. You can actually zoom in and go into these different areas to figure out where the opportunity zones are. Then you want to find zip codes where fair market rent is already decent, cross-check that area with opportunity zone status, and then run the numbers again using 150% fair market rent and see how much more money you can make on your rental property by doing this. You can also call the local housing authority to confirm they're going to honor that, but many of them are going to because it's a federal law. So what's my take? My take as an investor is this is how you go from a cash flow neutral to cash flow strong, and also just there's so many little things when you start investing in real estate that you can do to pivot or change or 200x your property's returns, to get 300% of your property's returns, to reduce your property taxes. There's so many little things that come about when you start doing more and more deals. And this is one of them. Another one is like in certain cities, if you do affordable housing, you can get your property taxes capped. In other areas, you can eliminate your property taxes by doing X, Y, and Z to your property. Opportunity zones, if you spend 50% of the purchase price on renovations, you can apply for opportunity zone tax credits. Like there's so many different ways to invest, especially as you start doing larger and larger apartment buildings, which by the way, if you want to invest in apartment buildings alongside me, click the link in the description. We'll love to partner up with you to buy some apartment buildings. But you don't need more and more units, but if you buy the right units in the right places and take your time, do your research, do your due diligence on finding the right neighborhoods, locations, places that offer these kinds of incentives. Because for this property, right, we're in an opportunity zone, so we're getting 150% fair market rents. Then on top of that, we're also getting the ASAP program, which is like a tax program to cap our property taxes for 30 years. And this is in Chicago. There's so many other places that this could be happening, right? Like that you can get all these different things on your property that you're going to go out there and buy, but it just takes a lot of freaking time to figure it out. And it takes time of you going out there, finding the property, choosing the right neighborhood, talking to property managers, talking to teams on the ground to figure out that this is the right way to go about it. All right, so keep that in mind as you go out there and start looking at deals to choose the right markets, choose the right neighborhoods, do your due diligence, and find these little creative ways to make your property even more profitable than it is today. Look at your current portfolio. Hey, is there anything I can do to reduce operating expenses, to improve the rents? Can I go Section 8? Can I go fair market rent? What else can I do? Maybe this is just one of the ways to get fair market rent up, but this is the only way that I've ever seen to get fair market rent up on a property. So with that being said, if you're already doing Section 8, this is your sign to level up. If you're new to Section 8, this is a blueprint to go there and start strong. Thanks for staying until the end of the video. Drop a comment if you ever tried this strategy or if you want help finding new areas or what other content you guys would like to see. Please make sure to like the video and subscribe. That tells me that you do like this content and I'll start making more of it. Thanks so much for staying until the end. See you on the next one.